Alright, this project is called the Metamorphosis. And I want you to create a metamorphosis between two objects, two disparate objects. You're not taking a metamorphosis from nature, you're not making a butterfly into a caterpillar, or vice versa. You're creating your own metamorphosis, and the objects that you show this connection between, you're making a statement, okay? Now I've chosen a can, I'm going to have like a beer can, and a pacifier. So the connection I'm attempting to make is this idea that beer is a way of pacifying ourselves. Okay, now you can agree with that or not. You know, I'm not worried about it, but that was just an idea I had. Now I've actually pushed this along a little bit. In other words, I want to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I kind of fashioned a beer can, and I kind of roughly fashioned a few other sizes here, and then a pacifier. Okay, so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Notice the change in size. So again, beer can. I'm going to put some details on this. But, you know, and this didn't take me long to do, but, you know, again, I wanted to keep this to a certain length of time. Alright, there we go. My hole on the top of the beer can. Again, this is pretty rough, I know. Pretty crude. My usual objects: a serrated rib, my wear board, a little jar of water, you know, if I need to score and slip anything. There we go. And then a little trimming stick that you'll find in your toolkit, so you can use a butter knife or something of that nature. There we go. Putting some details into this. Let's fashion a little pull tab. Now I can look at the pull tab on top of my actual can, right? Which is great. And that's why reference material is so helpful. I mean, you know, I've seen probably hundreds of pull tabs off of cans, but you know, when it comes to actually fashioning one, having that information is helpful. Alright? Because honestly, I don't know the exact design of it. Alright, there we go. So remember, you're making a statement by putting these two objects together. You're not just putting any two random objects together. You're thinking about, you know, there we go. There's my little pull tab on the top of that. Now this is getting smaller. This has to turn into my pacifier. My pacifier, I'm going to finish off with a little pull. Actually, they call these binkies, I think. So there's a little pull on the end of it, where the child holds on to it. You know. So I've done some pinch pots here, pinch pots, and a little coil here, and a few little slabs. I'm not going to put all this together. There we go. There's my binky. And then in between, this is going to be challenging. Think about how you're going to how I'm going to change one scale into another. So make that look like this. Now this is already a pinch pot. I put two pinch pots together. It's somewhat hollow. I'm looking at the size of that, looking at its shape, pushing this together. This is going to be the, oh, there's my dogs keeping guard over the, whatever, crazy dogs. That's alright, a little background noise. This is the real deal. Looking at the pacifier, looking at its basic shapes. Let's see. But again, you know, I'm showing the transition from one to the other. So I have to think of this as an in-between stage between this and that. Ooh, my pinch pot's falling apart here a little bit. Now this is going to be rather crude, I'll admit, but I just want to kind of give you the idea. At least you can see me fashioning something. You'll take more time, I hope. You know, this is going to be in 4 stages. That's 2, and then this is 3, a little bit more in between this and that. So You know, this is a lot like making, just pinching the clay into a shape. I made this with some slabs and a coil. See the size. Now I could take it and go through this and re-edit it some more, so eventually I can make this a little more finished looking. And finishing things off is important. It means that you put some time and effort into it and thought, you know. Alright, so there's my, see, we're getting smaller, smaller, until we get to the actual binky or pacifier. So there's my idea. There's the idea of the metamorphosis. You know, you may have some different interpretations for this project, and I hope you do. In other words, you may think in terms of how time elapses, how maybe something changes through time, and that may be your idea too, that the metamorphosis for you is how maybe methods of communication may have changed over the years, you know. So, possibly. I'm open to your ideas. Alright, there we go. We're getting there. And then that's becoming more like that. So, you know, there's our idea for our metamorphosis. A beer can into a pacifier. So, you know, let's see that. And of course, here's my actual beer can. Here's my actual Mickey Mouse pacifier. All right, let's put that where you can see it. Okay, there you go. So try this out and think about the connection. Think about the idea, the statement you're making. It's not just any random two objects, but you know, it's objects that you think says something interesting. Okay, all right, thank you.